Hey, Tony.
What's up?
Have you heard of Dones?
I heard of what?
They're called Dones, extra strength Dones, relieves back pain. Or Dons? Dones? I think it's Dones.
No, never heard of them.
Me neither until, well, this is Tony, everyone. Well, they're about to show up. You'll see this number start going up. I just started a live stream because someone sent this to me because I've been having back problems the last couple of days.
Right.
Have you ever tried Dones? I'm like,
I've never
what
even
is
heard of
that?
it.
So and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that stuff works," and half the people were saying, "Oh, that stuff's crap. Doesn't work at all. Just take Advil." But someone just sent this to me because we were having a conversation about it.
Huh. I'm gonna have to get some and try some.
Here,
Oh, thank you,
there's
sir.
24
Appreciate that,
tablets
Rick.
in here. So yeah, try one and let me know because I got
All right.
a bad back every 6 months.
Well, I'm gonna give it a couple hours of time. I'll take the edge off. I'll take a couple of these.
Try it. I'm not guaranteeing anything on that one. Hey guys, that's Tony there. He's the manager's husband, I believe. But yes, today was a weird day because I have not been attending the X5 like I normally do. Last time I had checked, I was about 2 days with my fridge. I can't even go 3 hours now with my batteries, which is a problem. That means I can't keep my food cold. Everything in the fridge is bad. I'm really bummed out. Yeah. But hello, my video is done, and I was going to upload it, and the idea is to go with a lithium battery, but it's better. Thank you very much, Finding NorCal, for the sticker. Sent me these cool stickers. Looks like was that a trout? Looks like a trout. I'm not quite sure that silhouette of the fish down below, but those are, looks like the Sierra pines up there. No problem. Hey, Desert Runner. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I must have had something when I did my live stream last. The Stewport. Hello. What happened, Catherine? I think I noticed that the batteries started dropping in charge capacity over the last couple of months. They are 3 years old. They have been in my car for 3.5 years more, probably. And I put them in some very hot conditions over the past 3 years. And I think they just basically have had it. The life expectancy from these AGM batteries are 3.5 to 4 to 5 years. Well, guess what? I'm at 3.5 years right now. And I put them through hell. So I don't have complaints about it. I should have done lithium from the beginning. I just could not afford it, and I can't afford it even more now. So I really have to rethink what I'm doing here. I don't know. Life's tough sometimes. It throws me curveballs every which way I look. Is Zeb here? Zeb! Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Yeah, I really like the sticker. She did a great job, don't you think, guys? These little cross-hatching, that'll come off. It's not part of the sticker, it's part of the backing. Ooh, this is delicate, as you can see. Very nice. The clear piece has the squares on it, the lines. Very excited to see to put that on the car. It's going on the back of the X5. I'm also having problems with the X5. I think it's the transfer case, and that's no bueno. I got a rare one on this X5 apparently, from what Darla's thinking. I've been hit pretty hard today, I guess. It almost feels like, really, I'm getting a signal that I should not be doing this. That's the feelings I get, and I'm a science guy. I don't know why I go on hunches like that, but yeah, very, very, very strange right now feeling. The X5 acting up like it is, the batteries going out like it did rapidly. I mean, that was fast. But when you cook batteries like I have been in this X5 in this hot weather, yeah, something's going to happen. Al Bundy, how you doing? Desert Runner, 100 amp hour, $449, Amazon. Is that lithium? Lisa Kleckner, hello. I do not like fish, no. Unless it's a fillet of fish from McDonald's. That's the only fish I really eat. It's probably the most disgusting fish on the planet. I've been hiding something from you guys on the channel. And I don't feel good about it, but I'm not going to hide it anymore. Way back when the engine went out in the X5, I ordered a new engine. It came in. It was 3 days late getting to me, if you guys recall. Whoever here was with me then. The day it was supposed to show up, the day it was scheduled to show up, we got a call from the transportation company who was shipping it. And I didn't pick up the call. Someone else did, and they took a message. But the message was kind of strange. It said basically, we had an accident, we were delayed in delivering the engine. It fell over. I'm like, well, what fell over? You know, this isn't a crate. You know, what fell over? Did the truck roll or something? You know, we might have a problem here. I waited a few days, and finally it shows up. The truck pulls up, and the engine is strapped to a pallet on its side, and a lot of pieces were broken. The valve cover was busted up. A number of things were damaged that I could, you know, steal from the previous engine, the engine that expired. I could steal those parts, put on the engine. I wasn't sure whether or not the damage was from shipping or from them ripping it out of the car, just not caring about it because they knew I was just buying the block and the head. So I proceeded to you know, really check everything over. Everything looked good, and I proceeded forward. So a few days ago gone by, and I noticed one of the engine mounts as I was putting one of the engine mounts onto the car. The mount where it bolts to the car, to the engine, part of it was broken off. So normally I would have 4 bolts holding in I think it's the passenger side. I forget which side it was, passenger driver side, front motor mount. Instead of having 4 bolts, I have 3. The fourth, this the threads were, the stud where the bolt goes in was slightly broken. But here I was on the last day of my install. I was putting the engine in when I discovered this. Well, the thing is, Catherine, the engine looked fine. You know, there's a couple broken bits. After I unwrapped the engine, the shipper had left. I signed off on all the paperwork. All the parts were there. It's when I started unbuckling everything and really going through it, I started finding problems. And it wasn't a few days later when I was actually putting the engine back in. I was putting on those motor mounts when I realized one of them was damaged. Yeah. But I've been monitoring it. But even clear back to that time, I was feeling like something's telling me something here, you know? Like a spirit was telling me, rethink this, you know? But there I was on day 6 of 7 days for an engine transplant in my X5 at a location that I had to be out of by the 7th day, end of the 7th day. Or pack up and go home. Go back to Northern California, re-engage with the workforce, and do all that. Get back into the rat race. I resisted that, and here I am. Really good friend, Sarah Jane Woodall, lent me $2,000 to buy that engine and have it shipped out. Jenny Gibbs facilitated a lot of that, and I felt obligated to push on. Even though I found these problems, I pushed on, and I determined that the damage to the motor mount connection to the block wasn't critical. It still is not. And but that motor mount, if not properly seated, will leak oil. And because there's a seal that's incorporated into that motor mount. I have to replace that motor mount because it is now leaking oil. So as you can see, the engine is still on my mind. It's still in the back of my mind as far as how I'm going to get this channel moving again. And then recently, the knocking I'm hearing from the transmission, when not on load. I mean, if the suspension is compressed, I hear the knocking. It is drivetrain related. It goes up and down in speed. You can hear it, or slow. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm thinking it's the lower control arms having something to do with what I'm hearing, because the new axle that went in is slightly larger where it needs to clear over a part of the lower suspension. I'm thinking that it's moving too much and that it's touching the axle that I put in. Very tight tolerance there. So you can see it's starting to pile up now, and I need to do something. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get that accomplished. But a lot is on my mind just today. I'm staring out the window looking at my X5 sitting right next to the van. Anna, how you doing? Victor Debs, how you doing? Kevin S., I'm with you on that. I've been out of the rat race for 3.5 years, and not completely true. I work for a dispensary out in Death Valley, but I wouldn't call that work. I call that fucking around and getting paid for it, doing stupid data work. If anyone knows how to play with Excel, that's what I was doing there. I was throwing data around. Al, you're right. It's a stupid idea, but it's a part that needs to be replaced anyway. That's a big bee. Oh, that's a moth. Okay. I didn't have time to do anything when I discovered the problem. I discovered the problem 2 days before I had to be out of there. There's no way I could have undone everything, loaded it back up, have it shipped out, have another one replaced in that amount of time. So I assessed and I took a risk. So there I am. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I was able to help, and I'm glad you're getting better. I need to really think about what I'm doing now, because my next move, I can't make a mistake here, and I feel like I've made too many. I'm not sure if I can go back and be productive at all in the rat race. I kind of felt like that before I quit. I felt like I was getting short with my liking of working for other companies, not myself. And now I broke my batteries. Friggin' A. So I've got a fridge that I can run for 3 hours at a time. Unless I'm missing something, but I'm really not happy right now with the car. I love the X5, but mechanically, I gotta think about what I'm doing. Fuck. Got some fuses in for the van, but I'm not doing that anymore. Victor Debs, yeah, my battery in my X5 is, I got 2 batteries there. Let me back up. You guys don't know what's going on, Anna. This is what's up. Awesome sticker. I got some dones. We were talking about this the other day, dones, and I got that in the mail. And I was checking on the battery of the X5 before I went and picked up the mail. And sitting all day, it should have been up to 100% by now, and it's only at 12.5 volts. So when I unplug that thing, it's going to drop a little bit. and that's telling me I damaged the batteries. It's been damaged somehow. The only thing I can think I've done to it is left it in the heat with the windows up too long, cooking the batteries basically. So those are done. I can get 3 hours out of it, I think. That's at least what the battery monitor's telling me. I've got a knocking sound from the axle that I put in that has just started. I think it started about 50 miles into the axle being replaced. I would go over a slight dip in the road. I hear this thump. Like, did I feel that or did I hear that? And then it slowly, progressively got worse to the point where I turned around and came back to town. In fear that I did something wrong with the axle, so I took the wheel off and checked everything out. Everything looks fine. So I started thinking it might be the transfer case, like I suspected. It's only on when I'm decelerating. And it's not all the time. It's once in a while. But once it starts, it's like wow, it really captures your attention. So there's some things going on there. And then I just got through explaining about how I replaced the engine a few years ago and how the engine arrived damaged. It's not the throwout bearing. You can hear it and feel it. I know what throwout bearing sounds like. This is not the case. This is a serious knocking sound. Anyway, I think it's the lower control arm in the front has gone out and it's making this clunking sound. And that lower control arm sits super close to the axle to the point where I think if that thing's moving, it's going to clunk. It's going to make contact with that spinning axle. I think that's the problem. Well, anyway, the engine, because it's leaking oil a little bit on the passenger side, and I know where it's coming from. It's coming from the motor mount itself, just around it. You're supposed to replace this gasket in it, and it's not a big deal. You don't have to take the engine out. You can prop it up, take the motor mount out, and put a new one in, or put a new seal in. That's not the problem. The problem is one of those bolts, one of those 4 bolts, where it connects to the block of the car, block of the engine block itself. It was severely broken, and I can get a couple threads in it, but I can't torque it down to spec because there's not enough threads to hold the weight. So it's snug. It's about half the torque that it's supposed to be at. I'm thinking that's the reason why it's leaking. Or not. Maybe I'm just not thinking this right. I don't know. Anna, thank you for your advice. I think I have a warrior spirit. I don't give up easily, and I'm a fighter. When it comes to personal problems, issues going on in my life, I am a fighter. I'm not a person that runs from an issue. But I'm turning around, I'm looking at the things that I have to do to the X5 and then the battery today. Oh, Lord. I'm not religious. I don't know why I said, oh Lord. I'm my own Lord, I guess. I mean, if I thought the engine mount crack or broken engine mount boss, basically, if I thought it was mission critical, uh, I would not, driven the car. Still driving it now, but I know I have to do work to that one motor mount, so I'm almost scared to look at it. Life's getting stressful, and the channel is suffering because of that. Oh, whoa, there's comments here. Judy, how you doing? Take it into my friend's shop in Anaheim, California. He will tell you what's fucked up. I can pretty much tell what's fucked up. Yeah. Thank you, Finding NorCal. I like the good vibes. No one will do anything for free. Please act the scene of Liam Neeson. I will find you, and I will kill you. Why did my computer turn off? I didn't tell it to turn off.
My friend used to pay $163 for car insurance.
Satsy, I typed N-word and this came up. You want to elaborate on that before I ban you from the channel? Or should I just hide you now? You got a choice. I'll give you about 30 seconds. Or maybe 10. Maybe not. I don't know. Satzzy. Satsy. Yeah, it's always car woes. Go with my instinct. My instinct right now is confused. Yeah, if he's still watching, yeah, go suck it. You're planting blueberries. Well, that sounds like a good day. What's wrong with the vehicle? A couple things. Transmission knock. Drivetrain related. I think it's either it's drivetrain or it's the lower control arm heading the axle in the front that I just replaced. And on top of that, I have an oil leak that I need to attend to, but it's coming from the engine mount area where I know I have a broken motor mount connector or boss. Half of it's gone, basically. I got like, I don't know, half the threads that were supposed to be in there. And then I just killed some batteries, and my solar batteries are pretty much dead. Ow, just get a all aluminum radiator. They make them for Toyotas. I stopped putting, well, the BMW has a plastic top radiator piece in it. You get an all aluminum one. The older cars, yeah, you do have to work on them more. World War II History Hunter. I'm honored to have you on the live stream. I'm just getting like Ultraman. You guys know who Ultraman is? He needs to recharge, you know. He needs to go out into space and recharge by the sun. He comes back and he has all this energy. He's like solar. I feel like I just got my ass kicked, left and right, the past few months. The start and stop with his van, these huge delays. You add it up, it gets depressing, kind of way. Go with my instinct. But World War II History Hunter. I gotta keep fighting, I guess. I just don't know how much fight is left in me, I guess, you know? I really don't. Gosh, someone's writing in Japanese. You gotta be kidding me. Warriors never give up is what that Senshi Kashiti. Warriors never give up. They just die trying, right? Well, that's what I feel like I'm about to do. The Toyota house brand parts are great. It's just that when you see plastic on a radiator, that should be a red alert. It's probably going to last you 3 to 5 years. You have to replace it. Or you put an aluminum one on, and you buy a nice one. And the problem with aluminum radiators, if you don't buy a good quality aluminum one, they will crack as well. So. You're an inspiration to many, and I think that dying is not an option for a warrior. You're right. You're right, World War II History Hunter. It's a long marathon right now. I'm 3 hours in, 3 years in, and mm, I don't like being depressed, not at all. And you guys have been very helpful in keeping me above that. And I'm okay. I'm hearing these voices in my head telling me, someone's trying to tell you something here. I'm not sure what that is. Jump over. Be grateful. And I am grateful for everything I have and don't have. And I'm grateful to be on the course that I'm on, and sometimes I guess I'll be grateful that I'm having these issues, because there's got to be something at the other end of that that would add up to a positive thing in my life, I guess. It's not diagnosing it. I can diagnose what's going on. World War II history hunter has a very good head on his shoulders. I gotta keep cracking at it. No, I'll keep cracking. I'll keep cracking. And the reason why the audio doesn't sound very good is because, well, I don't have my mic on my phone right now. It's in the car, getting cooked with my batteries. I have to work on the car a lot more. I might take some time off YouTube to get a job, get some money, because $400 a month is not going to fix my car. So yeah, I'm going to probably rethink this a little bit and maybe take a break. Focus on the car, get that up and running again, and then re-engage. I don't know. The motor mount itself is not broken. There are 4 bolt holes on the block. They're bosses, I think is what you call them. One of those bosses is broken in half. Like it's something that hit it and it broke it off. And looks like a little volcano that comes out of the block, and that's what the bolt goes into. Half of it's broken. I can't torque it. I can't torque it to spec. It's snug, but believe me, you don't want to take that to full tight talk. much fun as it is to do YouTube and these videos that explore, it's hard on equipment, exploring in the middle of nowhere like I am. It's not cheap, and over the past 3 years, I've blown 40 grand doing this. $40,000 over 3 years. Abel, that was you that sent the donuts? Thank you. Thank you. I will try them because my back is still hurting, but it's way better. It's about 90% better. Like sitting right now, my back is starting to get a little sore. Thanks to Stewport. I don't think they have a pick apart out here, and I don't think they would have BMW parts out here, in a pick apart pole. Maybe not Las Vegas. I think it's going to be a pause for the next few days. It's going to be a pause for the next couple of months. Probably till the new year. Get a job and get some rinky-dink job here and there, and buy all the parts I need, get them installed, and start my YouTube channel up again. By the way, if you guys, if anyone out there watching this is wishing bad things on me, just beware. Wishing bad things on others will come back at you tenfold, and I know this is a fact. It's the Wiccan way. Just beware. The Kenneth, back hurts all the time, huh? Well, I've had a bad back. Okay. I was in a karate class when I was a kid, and I was thrown on my back, and it was thrown on my back on concrete. It was not a mistake, but it was a sparring incident, and ever since then my back has acted up. It used to act up a lot more than it does now. It feels like I was almost growing out of it, but once in a blue moon it'll come back, and it came back recently. I would guess it flares up once every 2 to 3 years. There are people that do wish bad things on others, Catherine. I don't, but there are people who do. Yeah, karma's a bitch, man. You don't want to fuck with karma. You don't want to taunt it either. You don't want to do anything with karma. You just want to live a good, balanced life. Okay. I gotta give this some serious thought, but that's kind of what's up. I've been keeping that stuff from you guys in hopes that I would find a solution to this quick, but today when I discovered what's going on with the batteries in the X5. Now the batteries are supposed to last between 3 to 5 years, depending on the environment they live in. I used to go up and down in elevation to keep the batteries, happy. Since I started working on this van, I haven't been doing that. I've been leaving it in hot Pahrump temperatures, and that's what I think finally gave them in. I noticed that I was losing capacity last couple months, but just frankly, within the last week, I've lost the batteries, and we've had some hot temperatures, but AGM batteries, they're like car batteries. Sealed gel. Applied glass mat. Is that what AGM stands for? They're sealed batteries. Their life expectancy is short. Lithium batteries will suffer the same issue. Lithium batteries are actually more touchy to temperatures than AGM batteries. So, but the plus side to that, if I replace what I have in the car now, basically 100 pounds of batteries, I can replace one battery with something that weighs probably 30 pounds and still have the same capacity. Like a 100 amp hour lithium battery is all I really need to get what I need done. And I'm not even sure I need to use solar panels anymore. I could just use the battery isolator. Or get something like what went into Desert Deb's van, which is the battery-to-battery charger. By the way, Desert Deb's battery in the van needs to be replaced too. The van battery is it's not where it needs to be. It won't get up above 13.2 volts or something like that. It's kind of low. On the charge, when you disconnect it from the charge, it goes closer to 13, 12.9, 12.7. Anyway, a lot of weird things going on right now. I got to assess what's going on and come up with a game plan to block. I'm not a quitter. But you can only run so far without shoes, you know? I think Rita Joe sent me these. I forget who sent me a shit ton of these Cliff Bars. So there you go. I should have listened to the advice I was given on a lot of things. But I'm not regretting anything I've done. I'm not the kind of person I don't look back and wish I'd done something different. I'm okay. I just don't want to stop the party. The Eminence front party. But you know, I had a part-time job at you know, what, a year into this, 6 months to a year into this, I had a part-time job at that dispensary in Death Valley Junction. I can certainly do it again. Jeez, why am I not getting notified that there's chat? Usually it'll pop up. Are you Wiccan? I believe in the Wiccan way more than I do any other religion. Yeah. You guys give me strength, and I don't want to let you guys down. I'm doing this for me too, but you guys are that driving force. You guys are the fuel. You're the gasoline that goes in the car. You guys feed me the gas. Literally, the comments, the good vibes, the encouragement, the support, the letters, the gifts, the stickers, the things that you guys do for me. That drives me, and I feel like I'm letting you guys down. I'm not good with that. Yeah. I haven't told anyone about the problems I'm having with the X5. You guys are the first people I've talked to about the damage to the block that I received when I replaced the motor. No one knows about that but me. I'll be right back. I might just have to go sample that taco truck. It is Tuesday, right? Taco Tuesday? There's a taco truck outside. Mexican food truck. Roach coach, I think is what we call them. I just threw some water on my face. I'll be fine, guys. I'll make it through, and more to come. My video for tomorrow is done. I just have to upload it and make the thumbnail and fill out all the forms that you have to do to these stupid videos when you post them. They're not stupid videos. They're stupid forms that you have to fill out for these lovely videos that you make. Okay, I'm going to do exactly what Anna said. I'm gonna go paint some rocks. You sound like Jenny Gibbs, by the way, when you say stuff like that, Anna. Jenny Gibbs is a unique individual. She has little things that she does, like painting rocks. She really gets into it like a craft, and I can see why Anna's recommending I do that, because it gets your mind off things. It makes you step out of the world you're in for a brief moment, clear your mind, and come back. And sometimes you can think better. And I think she has a point. And what I used to do is go on long hikes, think things through, you know? It's kind of hard to do in 100-degree weather. Today it's a little cooler, but... Ta-da! Go paint. Go paint my toenails. Be a berry. God. Painting my toenails. Guys, don't paint your toenails. Guys. Girls, do whatever you want with your toenails. Girls have beautiful feet, legs, body. Guys are built like... We're built like the Grand Canyon. We're an ugly scar, you know, walking around. Don't paint your toenails. It's not going to help. So I'm gonna end this email. I'm gonna end this live stream and get on with it. Check your email. Okay. I'll check my email. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to, I think I'm going to go for a swim. I'm going to go for a swim for a bit. The heavy lifting work's done. I gotta think good and hard about my next step is really important here. But I'm not scared to take another step. I'm scared of losing my viewers. That's what's scary, because it's taken this long to get where I'm at, and I got a small channel, guys. I'm not trying to say I have a big channel at all, but what I have is quality, and I'd rather have quality in small numbers versus crap in big numbers. You know what I mean? You guys are quality. I gotta go for a swim. Eminence from X5 and Larry Word out for now. I'll be back tomorrow at 4:20, like I said I would, and my video is coming out tomorrow. I think you guys are gonna like this one. I actually enjoyed watching it. I'm gonna watch it again right now before I upload it, but it's a good one. This is Manhattan 2. Manhattan 2, the first Manhattan you can watch. It's on my, look up Manhattan, Nevada, you'll find me. But this is the outskirts of town. I went around looking at these abandoned buildings, and there's a mine or a mill. I think it's a mine and a mill. You'll see. I'm Mr. X5 Larry Word out. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? No, I don't want to stop streaming. Would you quit asking me that stupid question? I'll be back tomorrow at 4:20.